Greetings, my rare hunters. It is I, MariK. What's going on, guys? We got a bit of a update video for you. First of all, I want to welcome all of our new subscribers to the channel. We have grown substantially over the past 2 or 3 months, I'd say. We've got over 400 subscribers now, which is fucking amazing. So for all of you that are new and don't know, we do TCG openings on this channel. We do Let's Plays. We do some various online multiplayer gameplay. And we've been doing a lot of DBS deck profiles as well. That's been one of my biggest passions, has been doing the Dragon Ball Super card game. And we've still got about a dozen and a half different deck profiles we're working on getting finished editing and uploading. So we got all that coming for you guys. We'll also be doing more breakdown videos every time Dragon Ball Super releases more information on the new cards from every set, including Tournament of Power and the Set 4 that comes out in July, I believe it is. The last time we did an update video was at the beginning of 2018, sometime around the second week of January, I believe. So it's been a good, 3.5, 4 months, so I thought we'd do a new update to explain some of the things we're changing and some of the new content we have coming. We're going to start off with the current projects we have going on the channel. First up, we've got Mario Kart 8 Let's Play videos. Those probably aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Enough people enjoy watching them, and I've tried to stop it twice, and I've still had people ask me to, come back and play it, saying that they actually enjoyed watching me play, so those will be around for a while. We might start doing some Mario Maker stuff. I know a good number of people that like watching me get pissed off and frustrated. That is apparently one of the best games to do that, so we might start doing that on Monday. Might just start doing a, Mario Monday type of thing. I haven't really decided yet. It all depends on if there's any demand for it. If people want to see it, then I'll be more than happy to add it. But otherwise, it may just be something that we keep under our belt for a little bit. Pokemon Insurgents, we have 7 badges. We are finishing the game up. We took a bit of a hiatus from the game. I got burnt out on it. But we're super excited to finish the game. And we've got some more Pokemon projects coming as well, that we'll get to that in a moment. Insurgents is still going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, just so you get a good helping of Pokemon content, because I know myself, I love watching Pokemon Let's Plays. Halo Battle Buddies, that's probably not going anywhere. Me and my buddy Justin, we love playing the game, and we just sit there and play it for hours, and so it's good content. It's good screaming rage content, which, as I said before, a lot of people seem to enjoy. I've actually been told that several people like watching that and some other things more than a lot of the content I have, which I thought was kind of crazy, because I know Halo is out of date. Hasn't really been good since Reach. Some people didn't even like Reach. 4, I don't mind. I like 4. That's why we play Master Chief Collection, because we can play Halo 1, 2, Anniversary, 3, and 4. Halo 5, we try to go back to it, but every time we do, we end up just hating ourselves, because some of the shit's just so bad. Super Fiesta, we can play a little bit and actually enjoy it, but again, you can only play so much of it. I will say, though, Halo 5 Infection is really good and really fun to play, so we're probably going to bring more of that back if we can. Might do some more Warzone as well, probably only the Firefight variant. I don't know if Justin ever really dabbled in the original Warzone, so the player versus player aspect in that mode might be a bit too much for him. I'll have to ask him and find out. That's going to remain on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then, lastly, we're finishing up our Ninja Gaiden 2 Let's Play. I know episodes were kind of sporadic. We dropped the project temporarily so we could get through Assassin's Creed when it first came out. So we're going to pick it back up and finish through it. We left off right at the end. I think we even killed two of the bosses that you have to fight a second time at the end of the game. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think 5 bosses left. So it might only be a couple of episodes. We've got plenty of items and all kinds of shit to help us out with those boss fights, so I don't think we'll even have to worry about losing any of them. we're going to go ahead and wrap that up, and once we do, we'll replace it with a new project we're really eager to start on. Those are going to be Wednesdays and Sundays. As for our non-scheduled content, that's stuff like Overwatch with the God Squad, Fortnite with the God Squad. Those are just going to be randomly here and there. If I have the time to, get a video edited and uploaded, it'll be about as daily as I can make it, because we've got a lot of footage from streams where, we've played 2 to 3.5 hours, and there's a lot of good matches in there. So I want to, I want to show you guys some of those good God Squad wins. A lot of the times we get second place, and poor Cody, he gets so disheartened by it. He actually hasn't been willing to play because of it for a little while, but hopefully we'll get him back into it. My buddy Chris, he just scooped up his own Xbox One, so on the weekends we'll be able to kick it with him, and hopefully we won't have to worry about getting any more randoms that just completely fuck us over in matches. We tried the 50 versus 50. That's a lot of fun. So if anybody flakes out on me and I just can't get the God Squad in, I'll just jump at some 50-50. I could do solos, but I don't know. I don't feel like I am good enough at building to be able to handle solos. So once I get my building set up, we'll probably do that. As for Overwatch, I want to get back to more Overwatch. I don't know when that's going to be. Cody has Overwatch, Dylan has Overwatch, my buddy James has Overwatch, his best friend has Overwatch. Like, we could have a whole squad of Overwatch, but schedules are already conflicted enough, and then, we have to be able to get everybody on at once, and it's really a hassle because so many of us are doing so many things at the same time, but we're going to try and get to it best we can. Pokemon TCG openings. They're not gone. They're coming back slowly. The problem with TCG openings is it costs money, and while I love opening packs, if I'm not getting anything out of said packs to turn around and try and get a little bit of money back from, to then use that money and buy more product to open, then I'm really negging myself a lot because of it. For example, the Johto GX box that recently came out. It's got Reiko GX and Entei GX. That's Entei's second GX, by the way. Suicune, not even fucking a part of it. Suicune was on the jumbo card with all three of them, and he was on the fucking coin, and we got the little pin. Yeah, the pin's nice, but I don't want a fucking pin. I don't want the coin because you can't use the little plastic coin shit that doesn't flip right. So I want a legit, beautiful-looking GX that I can, showcase with the rest of my collection. So, stuff like that, I just really had no desire to open. There is a new set coming out, I believe in May, or it might be in June, that has... It centers around Hoenn and Generation 3, so we're going to get Rayquaza GX, hopefully some Lati twins. Deoxys would be really cool, even Kyogre and Groudon. So that's going to be one set I'm going to be keeping my eye out for. They haven't revealed anything that comes in it yet, except for that Rayquaza GX will be in it. If there's enough stuff in it, I'll definitely scoop up a box. I want to scoop up a box of Champion Road, but I think Champion Road doesn't come out in English until about August, so it's going to be a little bit before we get to open that, but that's going to be really cool. It's got Articuno GX in it, Scizor GX, two of my favorite Pokemon. They're actually in my top 6 Pokemon, my perfect dream team. So, I definitely want to pull those, and pull them on stream, so I might buy a box or even 2 boxes just to open on stream, on channel for that. And then when it comes to Dragon Ball Super deck profiles, they're coming. Like I said before, I've got over a dozen videos of deck profiles that need to be edited, uploaded. Then we've got blue. Then we've got the blue release this Friday, so we'll do a video on that, and we'll analyze and break down all the cards that are in that release. And then the following Friday, May 3rd or something, we've got yellow, so we'll do another video on all of that. Then we've still got all the stuff for set 4 that hasn't even been revealed at all yet. So we've got plenty of Dragon Ball Super content coming on the way. So if that's what you're here for, you better buckle up, because we got you. So, Now for the new projects that we want to add to the channel. The first one being our Halo Let's Plays. I kind of want to do Halo 4 just because it's been long enough that I don't remember a lot of the story mode. But I actually wasn't too upset with the Halo 4 story. The only thing that really bothered me was that the Didact basically had the Force and he just went around Darth Vadering you every time he saw you. Otherwise, it didn't really bother me. It wasn't a bad story. I liked that it started off like Halo 1. You're stranded by yourself, and you've got to do something. You can't just sit there. So I want to go through that again to kind of remind myself what actually happens. And because I don't hate Halo 4 compared to Halo 5, I don't think that'll ever happen. But I can't decide if I want to do it like I did Halo 1, 2, 3, and ODST, and just do 5 random skulls every level, or if I want to do it the way I did Halo Reach and add 1 skull every time there's a new level. That way, instead of it being just random hard shit, the game progressively gets harder. Now, Reach is the only game I've ever beaten with all 4 skulls on. And as you guys saw with the last mission of Halo Reach, we had just about every skull on. Ugh, it gives me bad memories. A lot of memories of screaming, sore throats, broken controllers, you know, the whole package. So, I gotta figure out which way I want to do that, or which way you guys would prefer to see that. I got a couple Halo buddies of mine that are subscribed to the channel. I know they like to watch that stuff, so I'll see what they say. And if you guys have any opinions as well, let me know in the comments below. Then, in I'm a Giant Star Wars Nerd news, I want to play more Star Wars. I did KOTOR 1 on the channel, enjoyed the hell out of that. I did KOTOR 2 with the Restoration mod, which is actually the first time I've not only played on PC, but the first time I've played with the Restoration mod and seen all the cut content due to LucasArts pushing Obsidian to get the game out on their timetable, even though it was unfinished. Absolutely loved it. There's no KOTOR 3, so to speak. Essentially, the Jedi Knight storyline in SWTOR was KOTOR 3. More or less, anyways. So, we're going to be doing a Let's Play for SWTOR where we play through the Jedi Knight storyline. I haven't really decided which way we're going to go. Light side, dark side. We'll probably mix it a bit of both. If somebody pisses me off, I'm probably going to kill them, or at least, you know, hit them with a little Force Lightning or something, if I can. Nope, I can't. I'm a Jedi. Doesn't work like that. It's not KOTOR. But I will still, I don't know, force push them down the stairs or something. That'll be coming on Saturdays, along with another Let's Play we're going to be doing. We're going to be going back and playing old school Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1 and 2, the OG games from 2004 and 2005 by Pandemic, are now going to be backwards compatible on the Xbox One. I already have them for PC, so I may still do it on PC just because it might be a little easier to do it that way. I'll have to try it out and see. But we're going to be doing a playthrough of the actual campaign that Battlefront 2 had, where you play as a clone trooper that started off with the Battle of Geonosis at the beginning of the Clone Wars. You play through a bunch of different missions, different planets from the prequel era. You get to see all the different Jedi that were fighting alongside the clones during the war. Then you play through the original trilogy as the Stormtroopers after Palpatine and the Empire take over. You'll play through classic battles like the Battle of Yavin, the Battle of Hoth, the Battle of Endor. The storytelling is fantastic, and Tamora Morrison, the original actor for Jango Fett, and the voice for all the clone troopers, as well as the design for the clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith, does a ridiculously amazing narration for the storyline, and I just want to be able to experience that all over again. It's been a really long time since I played through the actual story. Every now and then I would go back and play, you know, some instant action, but to go back and play through the story where it's not just play as your favorite classes and just murder the other team. It'll be a lot of fun. Then to follow up Star Wars Saturday, we're bringing back Scary Shit Sunday. Although this time it won't be live streamed, it'll just be recorded and put up on YouTube. If there's enough demand for it, we can do a stream. But we're going to be bringing it back with an old favorite of mine, Resident Evil 4. I know what you're thinking, it's not a terribly scary game, and got a couple jump scares. The dogs, if anything, scare the fuck out of you, because you never know where they're at. You hear the damn growling constantly. But the fucking gray monster, the little that thing fucking terrifies me, because you can hear it the whole time just breathing, and you don't fucking know where it is till it's right there. Hate that thing. Fucking hate those things. But that's one of my favorite games. It's definitely my favorite Resident Evil by far. That'll be a lot of fun to play. I have no idea what we'll get into after that. Resident Evil 4 will be taking over Ninja Gaiden 2 slots on Wednesdays and Sundays until I ever decide to do Ninja Gaiden 3, which I've heard good and bad things about it, so I might do it. I've never actually played the game. I would actually have to go buy it to play it, so that's kind of going to be up in the air for now. But at this moment, Resident Evil 4 will be taking its slot over after we finish the game. Our last new project is going to be another Pokemon Nuzlocke. Once Insurgents is done, we're going to get back into good old Nuzlocking, randomized stuff, letting you guys vote on the starters. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be different than any other Nuzlocke. I have actually spent the time, tested. It still needs a little bit more testing, because I want to be 100% sure, but I've created my own Nuzlocke variant that really fits the channel. It fits our personality in a way that none of the others do. So it's going to be really fun to show that off to you guys. But like I said, I want to make sure I've taken the time to fully work out all the kinks, make sure that I'm not going to run into any snags, make sure it's not going to be too easy, make sure it's not going to be impossibly difficult. It'll happen either at the end of Insurgents, or I might split up my Pokemon days once we finish the main story to Insurgents, and then we'll do 2 days of Insurgents post-game and 2 days of the new Nuzlocke variant. I haven't quite decided if that's what I want to do. I feel like doing that, dividing up, having 2 different Pokemon playthroughs, where one of them is in a Nuzlocke format and the other is not, might really bite me in the ass. Because in Insurgents, sometimes you have to just sacrifice them on. Whether it's to revive one of your other team, to heal, something. Sometimes it is necessary. Some of those fights are ridiculously stupid, especially since my dumb ass decided we're going to fucking play it blind on hard mode. Whereas in a Nuzlocke, I might not remember I'm playing a Nuzlocke, sacrifice something off so I can do something, and then realize, oh, hey, it's dead. Forever. And then I'm just pissed. And then it was just a waste. You guys might find it funny. I'm not so sure I would. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get myself in that kind of situation. I don't know that I trust myself to remember that I'm in that kind of situation. So we'll have to see about that. But either way, it will be coming after we finish the main storyline to Insurgents. I'm just not sure if it'll be after the main story or after it'll be all the post-game stuff as well. The last thing I want to go over is streaming. Now, we did have a stream schedule where I had specific things I wanted to play each night. It didn't really work out the way I had intended it to. Some days I really just didn't feel like playing whatever I had scheduled that day. And if I wasn't going to have a good time, then it wasn't worth doing it. And you guys would be able to tell, so it wouldn't be worth... You know, I can't fake it. I can't fake being happy or mad. So, all those videos you see where I'm pissed off, that's not for you guys. That's not for the camera or the video. That's me being pissed. That's me being frustrated. It's genuine hate. But, anyways, we're not really going to have a set schedule as far as what we're going to be streaming, but you can probably bet we're going to be streaming around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night Eastern Time. That's usually the most consistent stream time we have, and it's the most convenient for me with everything else I've got going on between editing and recording and uploading videos and such, as well as other things I have going on in my personal life. We've been streaming some Fortnite with the God Squad. We'll be doing even some Fortnite solo if the God Squad is missing in action. We're also probably going to get back to streaming some Halo with Justin. That's a little less consistent due to his work schedule. Usually we try to play Tuesdays and Fridays. Sometimes it doesn't always happen that way. And even time-wise, sometimes we play around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it's 5 or 6. Sometimes the other night it was 9 o'clock at night. And it might have even been 10. But either way, it was late enough that I was just like, I didn't even feel like bothering to get set up. So we just played a little bit and I recorded that. We might still do some streaming. I don't really know how well Halo streaming does outside of the stupid, not MLG championship stuff they have going on. But I know there are some really avid Halo fans still out there, like ourselves. So if there's any demand for it, we might do streams for Halo. That's just going to be a little less likely than, say, Fortnite, for example. And then the last streaming project we have is we're going to have another Pokemon project. This time it will be live streamed. It'll be a Nuzlocke variant that's similar to one that already exists, but is got our own little twist added to it. The twist is not so much to make the game harder. It's more so for diversity with the teams and with the options that I'd have available. Because if you're playing a randomized Nuzlocke and you run into a Mewtwo, you're fucking using that thing. Bam, that's going on the spot. I don't give a shit if your 6 favorite Pokemon are on your team, you're taking one of them off for that fucking Mewtwo. It's gonna happen. Things like that, like while it's nice to have those super uber powerful Pokemon, it kind of ruins the experience a little bit because you're like, holy shit, great encounter, but then your team is just overpowered. It's like, oh, I wonder how this battle's gonna go. Oh, we're gonna murder him. So this is going to add a bit of a twist to it that's gonna make the game a little more difficult. Not really so much restrict what we can use, as much as it's going to prevent us from using things that are going to make our team too overpowered. That's also going to go along with some TCGO giveaways we'll be doing. If you've been around for the channel for a while, you know that I have a shit ton of unused TCGO cards. I still have all of them. Huge stack. Takes up like 2 Elite Trainer boxes worth. Probably more now, because I've got a big stack sitting on my desk that just I have nowhere to put it. I don't use them. I don't know anybody that does use them. You guys have asked about them before. The reason I don't give them away in videos like I have seen other YouTubers do is because I didn't really have a big enough crowd, and unless you have a really big audience, chances are 1 or 2 people are going to be able to sit there, swoop in every time, and just steal all the codes. And if they're the first one watching, bam, they're going to get those codes every time. So instead of relying on, hey, this is when his videos go up, this is when I can sneak in and snatch those codes, we're going to be giving them away live on camera, on the stream, during the Let's Play. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate it, or how many we'll give away in each stream, but basically I'll just hold the card up to the webcam, and it'll be there for long enough for you guys to see the code, and then whoever cops it, cops it. There'll be a good bit of notice ahead of time when we are streaming for stuff like that, so it won't just be like, hey, here it is, we got like 2 people watching and they're getting all the codes. I want to make sure that I've taken the time to advertise it in various places. I've got, I think, 9 or 10 different places I was going to go ahead and advertise it. Probably a week or 2 in advance before I go ahead and make it official. But that'll definitely be one thing that you guys can watch out for, you guys that love Pokemon content and that actually play the TCGO and want to scoop up some extra cards. Like I said, I've got probably about 1,000 or more of them. They're all shuffled up, they'll all be randomized, and it'll just be codes galore. Scoop them up if you want to. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitch so you get notifications when we do go live. Links in the description below. I'm hoping this will also encourage a little more interaction between the viewers and myself. I do love talking to you guys while I'm streaming, and it'll be a lot easier to do so when I'm not sitting here playing Fortnite or Halo and trying not to get my ass kicked. I'll also be letting you guys vote on which generation we play for this live stream, Nuzlocke. I'll probably do a short video that'll go live here to explain the rules and to leave a link for you guys to vote on. And I'll also be advertising it on my Facebook page, on Google+, on Twitter, and maybe even Instagram, just to get it out there as much as I can, get as many people to vote, and get as many people to watch, not just to draw in viewers, but so that there's a variety of people getting the codes, and it's not just a handful of them scooping up 200 to 300 codes apiece. The link for all those other media platforms are in the description below as well, and I look forward to being able to do all of this with you guys. You guys have been pretty fantastic. The support has been amazing these past 2 to 3 months. The growth of the channel has been stellar as well, and it can only get better. So we're really looking forward to seeing what happens here with all of you guys, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot more fun with all these other projects. So if you guys are hyped for any of these series like I am, or just for the continuation of the current content we're already uploading, hit that like button down below for us. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all of you guys, all of you subscribers. You guys are fantastic. We're over 400. We've gained 300 subs in the past just 2 to 3 months. It's really been amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. And I really just want to see where we go from here. If you have any suggestions or if you have any comments, concerns about any of the new content we'll have coming up, whether it's new series, live streams, with anything DBS related, anything at all, let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading all of them. I'll be replying to all of them. I try to get to as many as I can. Not that I have a shit ton, but sometimes everybody likes to leave comments while I'm at work, and it's a lot harder to deal with it on my phone when I'm, busy doing what I do. As much as I would love to do nothing but this, we're really not at that point yet. But I believe we can get there. In fact, I know we can get there because you guys are just fantastic, and for whatever reason, you guys really enjoy the content we put out. But yeah, I'm even open to suggestion. If you guys want to see some stuff, just let me know, and I will find a way to work it in if there's enough demand for it. It's what I've been doing with the Dragon Ball Super deck profiles, and with some of the other content we've been releasing as well. So we should be starting most of this as early as this week, actually. Some of it probably won't be for another week, like the live stream. I want to give people a chance to get the word out and actually be a part of it, because I want to be able to interact with you guys more than I can, and it's easier to do that through a live stream than it is through recorded videos on YouTube. But that, I think, wraps up about everything we have here. Just make sure you're following me on Twitch so you know when we go live. Make sure you're subscribed here so you know when we upload any of these new series. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here, and we'll see you guys in another video. Hell yeah, chicken dinny!